Hey friends, Susan Axelrod here, the Confidence Coach. Welcome to the Confidence Zone. Something I hear often is, Susan, how do you do all this? How do you do so much? How do you get all this done? Today, my niece and I were walking the cliffs of Maine. One of the things that we got done today was getting out the door, even though it was overcast, kind of gray, and not warm. And it would have been so much easier, as we discussed, to stay in and watch a movie or hang out and play a game on the dining room table or do other things than get outside. But my niece Sadie, this is my other niece, not the niece I went skydiving with last week, but my other niece Sadie, who is also an athlete, and I both wanted to be outside. We both wanted to do something. And one of the things that we talked about while we were scaling cliffs in Maine, walking on a trail out at Black Point, was how it feels to get things done, how it feels to accomplish. So Sadie is a runner, and we were talking about the idea of running, and she said, sometimes I don't really feel motivated to go running, but then I think how I will feel when it's over. And I always love the way I feel after my run is over. And that is something, it's like a secret, it's a lesson, it's a tip, it's a strategy, even a tool that I have learned along the way about getting things done, activating. The corollary or converse idea applies here. How will you feel if you don't get it done? So the truth is, I didn't get some work done today. I didn't get hardly any work done today, or certainly as much as I possibly needed to do. But in my world, in my business now, I realized that to be confident, you need to be soul connected and you need to be grounded, and nature grounds me. And also getting outside, walking along the cliffs on the coast of Maine does take some confidence. I had to look up the trail. I had to work through the blocks, barriers, and resistance where it said, this isn't easy. There may be these obstacles. There may be these complications. You may not find it. You may walk all this way and the gate may be closed. When you're going along the cliffs, you may end up in the wrong place. There were all these things along the way that might have prevented me, but I knew that I wanted to be by the ocean. And I know my niece Sadie loves the ocean as well. And so I persevered and I thought about, I kept in my mind the picture of the ocean and how it would feel to be walking along the side of the ocean and to be walking the same trail that the painter Winslow Homer walked in the 1860s and 70s. And so these are ways to activate to get into the confidence zone. The confidence zone is when you feel like, oh, damn, I'm so glad I got that done, as opposed to that feeling of, oh my gosh, I didn't get that done. Another day has gone by. What's going to happen? I might miss the deadline, or I did miss the deadline, or I'm going to get in trouble by the boss, or I told my colleague, my partner, my collaborative partner, I would have this done, and I didn't do it. All those things make you feel less confident. They make you feel down a little bit. But getting out, activating, being out in nature, feeling confident about what you've accomplished, all of that raises you up and makes you feel more confident. And so, what does it take to activate? It takes being able to visualize, imagine, and feel what the desired outcome is about for you. Why do you want it? What will it do for you? Well, come on, I'm visiting family. I'm eating more than I usually do. And so while I'm doing that, it's also better for me to, you know, have my fit life activated, right? And also when I'm out in nature, especially looking at the wide expanse of the ocean in front of me as far as the eye can see, it opens me up, it clears me, it brings things home, it keeps things real and natural, and it helps me to, sort of feel in the way that I want to be in my business. So, what does it take to activate? It takes thinking about the outcome of what it is that you want to do. Why do you want to do that thing? Why did I want to go walk the cliffs in Maine? I wanted to be with my niece. I wanted to be by the ocean. I wanted to be outside. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to be in nature. I wanted to be exposed to the elements. I wanted to, be able to eat ice cream later tonight, all those things. When you do this exercise of thinking how you want to feel at the outcome of the desired action, then you can feel impetus. I heard myself say this was several times with my young niece, the impetus to do something, to get it done, to activate, and to be in completion of the thing, as opposed to having it holding, feeling like it's holding over your head, that, oh, it's another day went past, I didn't get it done. Or I was supposed to work out today, I didn't get to it. I needed to make that difficult call today, I didn't do it. I avoided it. When you're in activated mode, visualizing, thinking, imagining progress, productivity, lucrative returns, uh, active outcomes, influential abundance in life and work or business, then you can feel this growing desire to say yes, to do these things, to activate in, to, you know, get into the confidence zone. So I want to ask you, what does it take for you? What do you do to activate? Do you understand what I'm talking about here? Visualization and imagination are absolutely key and vital to this scenario. And this is a skill somehow I developed decades ago when I was a young, even young leader, never mind a young professional. And so sometimes that's what it takes, is visualizing the outcomes of where you're going to end up and how it will feel when you get there, and then reverse engineering. Last night in my group, one of my group members got that newsletter created and done. And it was something that we had talked about. It had been hard to do, all the things that get in the way. But I could feel the energy when this task, a product was created, a task got done, something got checked off a list, and you could feel the energy of this. I have other people in my groups writing books. I have people getting speaking gigs, going after it, imagining it, feeling it, getting the speaking gigs. And along the way, we in our accountability group meet every Tuesday without fail. And we have this weekly impetus of accountability to ourselves and our businesses and to each other. And we do a lot of talking about how it will feel when it gets done. So how will you feel when you get the thing done? For you, it may be getting up off a couch, or it may be writing an article, a blog, a post, a book chapter, starting to write, doing some sales, picking up the phone, following leads, getting business for yourself. That's confidence. What does it take for you to do that? What does it take for you to activate? That's the question for today. And by the way, if you can get out in nature, you don't have to be climbing the cliffs of Maine. You can just go outside, look up at the sky, and breathe in. Okay, friends, that's it for today. See you tomorrow for Live at 5.